Hello, everyone.
Yay.
Welcome back to the Noveltindie channel. Today, we have a very special guest. So, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about She Steals Justice?
I'm Jay Clark. I am the author of She Steals Justice. She Steals Justice is a Robin Hood themed novel inspired from the South and my experiences in there. It's from Athens, Georgia, which is a college town, and it has a very big divide of wealthy students and very, very poor people that live there because many college towns, bring in business kind of based on that income disparity and how would you alleviate it if you're on the other side? If you're the one poor and struggling with your family, how you get ahead?
It's a very exciting novel. Everybody
You're muted.
loves it, and I'm not kidding. Like, if you go to the reviews, people are raving about it. So get
Yeah.
to it.
The first fantasy novel, that is exciting. I'm like, oh, people loving this. This is great.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, no, right. Don't have to retire and do something else.
So in She Steals Justice, you incorporate angels and demons and creatures of the underworld. So tell us a little bit about the world building process.
The world building process, it took partially from real world and partially from kind of the imagination and mythos about the underworld and different cultures as well. Because we all know each culture has a different version of the underworld and what it looks like. Christianity has hell, basically. The Greeks have the underworld as three layers where you don't just go. You just go good, bad, or evil, right? So I kind of took a little inspiration from those, and being a pastor's kid, I could definitely take inspiration from the Bible. So I took a little bit of that as well and put it in there and kind of made it as this place that is another plane of existence. Like, you're not good or bad if you go there. You just live there. And sometimes you have really bad people there, and sometimes you have really good people there. And most times you just have average people. It's just somewhere you live, and like the real world, there's good and evil there.
It's a very exciting world to be in as a reader. You don't just write fantasy, you are also a poet. So,
Yes.
how would you say that poetry informs how you approach fiction?
I think poetry, it tells you basically how you look at everything. Because a simple flower can be like, oh, it's a pink flower. Or it's like, oh, it's a carnation of the highest blood or the last of its kind. Like, poets, have that way of elaborating on a simple topic sometimes. So it kind of elaborates in my writing because I like to go and describe things. And sometimes I get really descriptive, and other times I'm very precise in my descriptions, depending on the pacing. But poetry helps definitely. If you're describing something, you got some time to burn, poetry, it does help. It'll paint a picture.
Interesting. What would you say is the song that best describes the journey that your Robin goes on?
I had a good couple of songs actually. I started from the bottom. I had Diva by Beyonce. I had Nina Simone. It's just different, I guess, different paces. But I guess the overall feel would be more of a started from the bottom, going to the top kind of song like Drake.
So this next question is all about paying it forward. So what other indie authors or poets would you recommend?
J.F. Lee writes a really good Chinese mythology section, and he's on TikTok at JF Lee _ author. I would go to my TikTok actually, if you really want to know.
And lastly, what do you hope readers take away from Robin's story?
But you can change your circumstances a little bit. If that means going into communities with people, that means, getting involved in your local, whatever charities, helping your friends out by cash apping, $20 every now and then. We got to help each other out because it's not getting any better, honestly. And I don't see it getting any better as long as we're driven by profits and things of that nature. So if we don't look out for each other, it's going to get ugly. Community, I guess, is the overall part of the story.
I love that message. That is definitely a great thing to take away from She Steals Justice. And I really cannot wait for more people to pick it up. So thank you so much for joining the Noveltindie channel today. Thank you, everybody.
I love it.
Yay, I'm glad.
Of course. I love being here. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad. Of course, it is my pleasure. as soon as you have another book out, I will definitely, we definitely need to do this again. So people
Yes.
at home, don't forget to check out the description below for links for She Steals Justice. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We will see
Thank you.
you on the flip side. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.